Hey guys, it's Steph, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. And no, I haven't been in any kind of street fight or anything like that. I had my filler top up the other day and my face is still bruised, like my chin. It literally from some angles looks like I have like a beard going on, so that's fun. But it just means that this makeup today is gonna be put to the ultimate test to see if we can cover up all of this. So I should probably say what we're testing out. In today's video, we are testing out new Poundland makeup. Now, I have tried out Poundland makeup many times, and honestly, like their main line is actually really good. Like loads of the products are obviously super cheap, it's Poundland, and a lot of them are really good. But they did recently launch a whole bunch of new products, so this is the new packaging. I think it's under like the same line as it was before, but it's like new packaging and everything. So I figured we could just try it out today. So without further ado, let's do it. So first of all, I'm gonna start off with my brows. So this is the It's a Fix Brow Fixing Wax, and I wanna put this out there before I go into the video. Even though it's Poundland makeup, this is more than £1. I think like most of these products are like £3 or something like that. But yeah, more than £1. Blasphemy. But yeah, this is the Brow Fixing Wax in the shade Clear. And it just kind of looks like a lip balm. It somewhat reminds me of the Fenty Brow Wax. So I'm gonna brush my brows through with a spoolie just so they're all kind of going in the right direction. I don't normally use products like this. Apparently this is suitable for vegans as well, so that's good to know. Right, I'm just gonna go straight through my brows with this. I'm just gonna coat them in this lip balmy stuff and then I guess brush them through. Ooh, wait, that's actually kind of good. Go over it like that. I'm gonna go back over it again. Fluff them up. And then I'm just gonna slick them down with my finger. This is actually pretty freaking good. There's no cast or anything like that, you can see. I mean, my eyebrow looks so much higher than this one right now. This is kind of dope, actually. I feel like I maybe need a slightly more like sturdy brow brush just to really get those hairs in place. But yeah, you just brush it through like that. Doesn't really feel like much. You can feel it's got a bit of a grip to it. And then I'm gonna brush these bad boys in place. I feel like you do need a couple of coats of this just to make sure you get all of the actual product like in your brow hairs. So I'm gonna go back in with some of that. I really quite like that. If that holds up, that's actually really good. I think I'm gonna get on really well with this. It's really easy to use. Make sure I just stick them down to my forehead. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's gonna be the most long wearing thing in the world, but it's keeping them up there for now. I really like that. I feel like it's a good thing to have in your handbag as well, just like if you need little touch-ups on your eyebrows. Okay, we're off to a good start. This gets me very excited. So now I'm gonna go in with the Prime Time Hydrating Primer, so it's infused with vitamin E and glycerin. Glycerin helps to keep your makeup stuck to your face, so fingers crossed this is good. And again, I'll put all the prices that I can find on screen now. Has like a slight scent, but it kind of just smells like makeup-y. Apparently it has a subtle glow in there as well. And I don't know if you guys can see. It's like a creamy sort of colour. Yeah, you can see it definitely does give your skin a subtle sheen, which I love. I think that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I think it's giving me like a nice little healthy glow. This is very exciting. I love it when I try like super affordable products that you can get in the most random shops and they're good. Okay, now we're gonna try out the foundation, which is one of the products that I am most excited for, but also most nervous for because things can go very wrong with foundation, but they can also go so right. So this is the Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation and it's a light coverage. I got this in the shade 6 Olive. It seemed like the right kind of undertone for me. They didn't have any testers or anything. I kind of just had to go by like the sign on the actual stand. Okay, so this is the color. Doesn't look too bad. And I'm gonna take a sponge. Okay, it looks a little bit more orange than I am. But I think we can make it work with a bit of a lighter concealer. So let's see. And this doesn't really seem to have much of a scent either. I think one of the only products I wasn't overly keen on when I last tried out Poundland stuff was the foundation. But they seem to have leveled up a little bit, so I'm very curious about this. I mean, it's going on okay. Definitely has got a bit of coverage there. You can see it's not the right color, but it's a close enough undertone, so we're just gonna roll with it. Can't do much about it now. So on this side, I don't have any like spots or bruises. And it looks pretty decent, to be fair. It looks like it's going on quite smoothly. There doesn't seem to be any patchiness so far. It's got a nice amount of coverage as well. It's kind of just covering up everything I want it to. So again, we're just gonna ignore the color for a minute because it is a little bit off, but hopefully we can fix that in a sec. Okay, there's a little situation going on around here. I'm gonna stop blending it for a minute and just let it kind of settle because I might be able to fix it in a second. This side is looking pretty decent. This side, there's like, it's kind of pulling off some of the product a bit, but you can see it has actually covered up quite a bit of my little bruising beard there. Okay, I think if I blend it much more, it's gonna start pulling off the rest of my face. Eh? What is that? What's going on here, please? What is this situation here? And like this situation? Why does this side look so much better than this side? I'm gonna leave it there for now. It looks a lot better than the last Poundland foundation I tried, but it's showing signs of maybe going a little bit tits up. So we're just gonna go over it with a whole load of concealer. So this kind of reminds me of the Revolution concealer, and by kind of, I mean it literally, like, if I turn it on this side, it very well could be the Revolution concealer. It's called the Hide & Chic Supersized Liquid Concealer, and I got this in the shade for Latte, so it's a little bit lighter than the foundation that I had, so hopefully I can kind of even everything out a little bit. This says medium coverage, contains vitamin E. Please fix all of my problems in life, ever. Thank you. Okay, we've got a pretty big doe foot, so again, very similar to the Makeup Revolution concealer. Right, let's try and even everything out a bit. Okay, that's a lot of product. Hopefully I can balance this color out a bit with this. Ladies, gentlemen, do you see this? It's giving me good coverage. Not like, it's not cakey or anything. It just looks like, right now, it just looks bloody good. Okay, I've got a little spot on the side of my nose here that's now become a scab that I just want to say goodbye to. So, see you later, hun. Yeah, you can see the difference in my under eyes here. I want to try and fix this section of my face, so I am going to go in with quite a lot of product around my jaw, just so like it's a little bit deeper around my cheeks. That's fine, don't mind that too much, but I want to, you know, at least somewhat match the rest of my body. I'm going to see if I can kind of cover up that patchiness as well. Ow, my chin. Ow, 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 ow. I mean, that's better, but there's still something going on around here that I'm not loving. I'm gonna add more coverage in my inner corner. I definitely think I prefer the concealer to the foundation. The under eyes are looking really good. Let's ignore this part of my face right here. Not loving that bit, but this is looking all right. Let's give them some more on this side. It goes on really, really smoothly as well. Okay, so I think this is the best I can do with my base right now. I actually really, really quite like the concealer. I don't think it's gonna be like my new fave, my new go-to, all of that, but it is a really, really good concealer for the price. I feel like if someone came up to me and was like, what foundation are you wearing? And I said like Poundland concealer and foundation, they'd be like, sorry. It definitely looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Sorry, Poundland. The concealer's actually pretty good. I do keep needing to go over a couple of these spots here, but it's not looking cakey, it's blending out nicely, it's a decent color. The foundation definitely has its flaws, but I also don't think it's horrendous. Like, I've tried out way worse foundations that were like 3 times the price. Like, I feel like my base is actually looking pretty good in the viewfinder. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can cover up this beard one last time. Be gone with you, 5 o'clock shadow. I feel like the foundation can be a little bit patchy and it does dry down quite quickly, so you need to move fast. But the concealer's actually really, really nice. Like, the concealer saved this whole thing. So now I'm gonna powder everything down using my Laura Mercier honey powder. I do have the original Poundland powder. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, it's a good powder for literally costing £1, but I wanted to try it out with a powder that I love. I'm hoping this concealer looks dope. There's not really any creasing right now. Audible gasp. That actually looks really good. Oh my God, this might be one of those concealers that I'm like, guys, go get it because it's really cheap and it's actually really, really nice. I feel like it looks even better powdered down. I would quite happily just wear that as like, just like all over my face. You know what, I've just reminded myself, okay, before I do anything else, I do have another concealer to try out, but I got this to kind of use it as a cream contour because do you guys remember the LA Girl Pro Concealer where everyone would use that as like cream contour? I kind of got the vibes of that, from this, and they only had deeper shades, so I was like, let's just try this. I feel like I've toned down the orange quite well, so I don't think it's too bad adding a little bit more. And I don't have any kind of like powder bronzer or blusher or even highlights to try, so let's give this guy a go. So it says it's a multi-use concealer with medium coverage and again, enriched with vitamin E. Oh my God, I like the applicator. Can you guys see that there? It's all like dribbling out a little bit right now. Oh God, it's getting very excited to see me. I wish I had that reaction from, you know, people. But yeah, okay, it's a nice applicator, but you can stop now, bro. Relax. Okay, let's add a little bit of that to my cheeks. And I'd love to tell you what shade I'm using right now, but I don't actually know. Yeah, I don't know. So let's try and do something with this. This might balance out a bit of my patchiness on my cheek. Manifest it, people. We're gonna manifest this together. I'm manifesting a flawless cheek. Huh. Maybe manifestation does work? Because that doesn't look too bad. The patchiness is still going strong around this part of my cheek, but it's made it a bit better. Let's do a bit on this side. It's actually a really, really nice colour for just mildly bronzing up my face. Yeah, I feel like the main problem is just like disrupting the foundation too much. So I don't want to go in too hard with my sponge because I feel like that's where the patchiness is coming from. That's actually not bad though. I will probably use that as like a cream bronzer again because it's not got too much coverage. It's just bronzed me up slightly. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for this concealer in my shade because I actually feel like I might like it quite a lot. Right, let's continue with the powder. With a little bit of powder, that's already looking better. I think it's the foundation that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. This is the bad side. You can see the patchiness around here. Obviously, I have that little spot mark and everything, but I actually feel like that's looking better now I've powdered it down. Oh, it's doing it on that side a little bit as well. No! Why have you forsaken me? We were getting along so well. I'm not hating it though, you know? I am like quite pleasantly surprised by this though, even though it's like going patchy in some areas. It's actually not the worst. The concealer's actually dope though. Like the more I use it, the more I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, the concealer's actually pretty freaking good. I'm gonna go add a little bit of powder bronzer, a little bit of blusher, a little bit of highlighter, and then we'll set everything down, do the eyes and the lips. Vogue with me. Okay, see you in a sec. That actually isn't looking as bad as I thought it was going to. Again, sorry, Poundland. I'm gonna go bronze my face up, add a little bit of blusher, add a little bit of highlighter, and then we'll do the rest of my makeup. Okay, did all my base stuff and added a little bit of my P. Louise eye base to my lids. I'm now gonna go ahead and use a setting spray. This is the Mist Behaving, love a little dad pun there, illuminating spray. Face, hair, and body shimmer mist. Hang on, wait, I did not read the label properly. How shimmery is this gonna be? Doesn't really have a smell to it. It doesn't really seem to have much shimmer to it either. Like, would I notice that on my hair? I'm gonna use it on my face, so let's see. It's got a nice little spray. Okay, we'll leave that for a sec and we'll come back to it in a second, but yeah, the spray was nice. It doesn't seem to have loads of like shimmer particles, which is good. So now I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow palette here. Now I've used one of these quads before, but I think this is a new one. This is the All About the Shadow eyeshadow quad and it's in the shade Lilac Lust. Sexy. I can't open it. So these are the kind of colors we've got going on here. Let's have a little swatch of some of these. Okay, that one's like, it's a little bit scratchy. This is more of like a sheeny shimmer. Oh, that one looks good. Hello. And then we have this lilac shade here. They actually don't look too bad. I'm just gonna wipe them on my sock. So I'm gonna start off by going in with this shade here. It's like a peach kind of color and I'm just gonna run that through my crease, just as a little transition. I like the mix of colors that they have here. Sometimes I find that with little teeny tiny quads, you just have like 3 of the same color pretty much, but I like what they got going on here. I've tried out the black one of these before and it's actually pretty good. Like that, you can see it's just added a little bit of shadow to my crease here. It's nothing major, but it's not far off my skin tone to be fair, so what do you expect? So now I'm gonna go in with this lilac shade and I'm gonna build that up kind of on my lid, but also in my crease a bit as well. They are like a little bit dusty, they're a little bit dry, but on a wet base, they're actually applying quite nicely to be fair. They're not the smoothest thing to go on, but like they're blending out all right. And you can see that color there. It's obviously quite subtle, it's like a lilac shade, but it's actually not bad. I'm now gonna take this shimmery purple shade here and I'm just taking it on at this little flat shader brush. And I'm gonna whack that down on the outer corner. Okay, it's a little bit sheer, but it could be worse. I mean, again, like I've got a I've got to give these products a bit of slack because they are super, super affordable, like one of the more affordable products. Like, the colour's fairly pigmented. You just need to go in with a little bit of product. Might even do a little halo eye situation with this. Go into my inner corner. I mean, I can't imagine any of you guys are expecting this to be the most amazing eyeshadow in the world. But you know what? It's actually not half bad. I think as long as you put it down on quite a damp base or use like a wet brush or something, you'll actually get quite a good amount of colour payoff from it. Like, we've seen worse. We really have seen worse. On like palettes that are way more expensive than this. I'm just gonna smoke that out a little bit in my crease as well. It really isn't too bad. Like, I like the colour, wasn't too bad to apply. It's actually decent. So I think I'm gonna go in with this like shimmery glitter colour with my finger and really kind of like warm it up there. And I'm gonna lay that right in the centre. Not bad. Yeah, this is actually all right. There's a tiny little bit of fallout, but nothing major. I think I can just, got it. I'm actually gonna fan some of that shimmer out onto the outer corner, just a little bit. I want it concentrated right in the middle, but I quite like the idea of fanning it out. It's actually a really, really nice colour combination. Like that on the sock. I don't know where I put my wipes, so sock it is. And I'm then gonna take a little bit of this lilac colour and just run that on my lower lash line. You just wanna make sure that you're dusting everything off a little bit in between because there will be a bit of fallout if you do just go like straight from the pan onto your eyeballs. But if you tap it off first, there's not really much fallout at all. I feel like with palettes like this, it's all about just working around them. I'm actually kind of digging that. That colour combination I really, really like. I found my wipes. Oh no, I left the lid off. They're a bit dry. Oh no. I'm gonna add a teeny little bit of my Doll Beauty highlighter onto my inner corner. Just to make that pop. And on my brow bone. That's super silvery, oh my God. Really not minding this eye look. I'm now gonna take some of this brown liquid liner, and from what I've seen online, a lot of people are really, really raving about this. It's the Pro Eye Liquid Eyeliner, and I got it in the shade brown. They also do a black one, but I figured let's just try something different. Ooh, that is very pigmented. Okay. And the brush tip is actually really, really nice. It's like, it's very, very condensed, so it does just feel like an actual brush tip. It's not like felt tip or anything like that. I feel like sometimes you can get liners like this and they're just a bit thick and just not great. And I know some of you are gonna call me out if I don't then say, that's what she said. So hopefully you guys are gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna wing this out here. My hands are so shaky today. I should not have had that second coffee. And I'm bringing that to about the center of my lid, so it really kind of like elongates my eye there. And I'm just bringing that up to like the center of my lid, just so I can really elongate my eye. Needs to do a little bit of cleanup underneath there, but that wasn't bad. I'm not gonna lie and say it's like the best liner I've ever tried, but it was pretty good. To do a little something on my inner corner. Now I'm gonna go in with this mascara here. So this is called the Bomb Mascara. Let me tell you, it better be. So the one kind of looks like this. Let's see what you got. It's doing something. It is coating all of my lashes pretty well. I wouldn't say it's making them any thicker or anything, but it definitely is like catching all of my lash. Do a bit on the lower lash line. Yeah, you can see, especially on my lower lashes, it's like, it is catching all of the hairs, but it's not making them look overly spidery or anything. Yeah, it's actually a really good mascara for separating. It's actually decent. And I haven't curled my lashes or anything like that. I never do with these kind of videos. That is actually all right. I might go in with another coat on my top lashes in a second, but the way it separated my lower lashes, I'm actually really, really liking. So now, last but hopefully not least, I have this liquid lipstick here. They also did just like some regular lipsticks, but they didn't have any new liners, so I thought I would just go with this. So this is called the Just Like Matte Liquid Lipstick, and it's in the shade Mulberry Pie. And it's like this really nice, like mauve sort of shades, which I've been loving recently, as you guys know. They have quite a strong smell. It's almost like fruity. Let's see. Okay, very pigmented. It's a nice doe foot. I like that color. Now the real question is, when it dries down, is it gonna crack? Is it gonna feel really dry? I'm gonna go and do the other eye. You all knew that was coming, and I'm gonna sort my hair out a little bit, and then we'll see at the end. We'll see how everything looks with the skin, the setting spray, the lips, everything like that. So gonna go do the other eye. See you guys in a sec. All right, guys, so this is the finished look, and I made the executive decision to put a little dot on my spot there. Not quite sure how that looks, but we're rolling with it at this point anyway. I actually think this makeup worked out way better than I was expecting it to. I think my favorite products have to be the concealer, the brow gel sculpt stuff, and actually the eyeshadow palette as well. I'm really quite impressed with it considering how affordable it is. I will say though, I am heading out in a sec and I really do want to redo this base because there's just some patchy bits that I'm just not loving. So the foundation for me wasn't quite it. I'll give it another go, I'm sure. But yeah, this has got to come off because I've got to go out in a second and not loving it. The setting spray has given me a little bit of shimmer on my face. Like you can't see it from far away. You guys probably can't see it right now at all. But if I go really, really close up to a mirror, I can see little tiny, tiny gold flecks on my face. So I actually don't think the liquid lipstick is too bad. It is a little bit drying, but it doesn't really look it. But if there is one product that it wasn't in this video, but if you guys can get your hands on like the little soft matte lip cream kind of things from Poundland, they are so good. They only do like 4 colors or something, but they're really, really good dupes for the NYX soft matte lip creams. I wouldn't say the liquid lipstick is something that you guys need to rush out and buy, but if there's like a particular color that you want, the liquid lipsticks are pretty nice. But yeah, overall, I would actually give Poundland's new makeup line a pretty big thumbs up. Like, it's not gonna be the most amazing products in the world, but actually there are a few hidden gems around here, like the concealer, like the brow wax. Yeah, I'm actually really, really impressed. So if you guys want to go and check out any of the new Poundland makeup, I would probably say check out the concealer, the eyeshadow palettes, the brow gel. And to be honest, the mascara, the liquid lipstick's good, the liner's good, and the little like, this is literally just like a mess right now, but this concealer as well, I feel like this could be quite a good one as well. Like, I need to make sure I get it for like the right color for me, but I've got a good feeling about this. But yeah, maybe stay clear of the foundation because it did go a little bit patchy on me, but I don't know, maybe that was the primer. Who knows? I will give it another go, I'm sure. But yeah, very, very impressed actually. Let me know what you guys think of this makeup look I have here on my face, and let me know if you're gonna be trying out any of the new products from Poundland. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do wanna see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love ya and I will see you, yes you, I see you, in the next one. Bye.